All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join us here today for this very special brief show I'm going to be doing with my wonderful, beautiful, and amazing lady. There aren't enough adjectives in the world to describe how amazing she is. And that's how I feel about her. I'm not overdoing it. We've been together for almost a year. So, don't say, oh, yeah, Eli is simping to his woman. He's being a white knight and this and that. Cut the crap out, guys. Cut the crap out and stop projecting. And we're going to be talking about projecting here today. Trust me. But, baby, how are you, baby? Welcome to the show. Welcome back. It's been a little while since you've done one of these with me here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. So thank you for having me, babe.
Oh, of course, you're my woman. You have a standing invite anytime, baby. That goes without saying, right, baby?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let me first of all make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it absolutely has. And let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. And it absolutely is. Yeah, I know we're going to be seeing each other tomorrow for the weekend. We got some great things that we're going to be doing. And I will be trimming my beard because it's been 2 weeks and it's getting a little bit scruffy. So pardon the scruffy beard in high quality on your screen there, folks. But it is what it is. I've been a busy man. And you've been a busy gal, huh, baby?
Oh yeah. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I had a great day yesterday at the farmers market here where I live. Um, got some really good stuff, some nice produce, beautiful flowers, and then a couple of like just handmade soaps and lotions from
Mm-hmm.
local vendors. And yeah, no, it was a good day.
Wonderful, baby. Wonderful. Great to hear that. I'm sure we're going to share some more stories as this show goes on. Folks, we only plan on being on here for about an hour today. Right now, the time that we're doing this live, it is 3:56 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:56 p.m. Pacific Time here in our neck of the woods, right, baby? West Coast is the best coast, especially for streaming, because we're 3 hours behind, right, baby?
Yeah, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I love being a Cali girl.
Yeah, I love being a Cali boy myself. Jackson Black is back in the chat. Man, you were here late last night on my stream, and you're back again. Welcome back, Jackson. How are you doing? Jackson says, good afternoon, everybody. And furthermore, he says, I hope everyone is having a grand afternoon. Well, my lady and I are, but we can't say the same for anyone else unless they come out and say it, because today, baby, we're going to be discussing, my lady and I, here's the topic. Let me just read it as it's stated. My lady and I discussed the ridiculous behavior of grown adults on YouTube. One more time. My lady and I discussed the ridiculous behavior of grown adults on YouTube. And I'm just going to hand it over to my lady to start this off with her thoughts, because she just started doing YouTube podcasting and podcasting in general with me maybe about 4 months ago or so. And boy, did you get a grand invite, huh, baby? Or a grand
Oh
welcome. I
my
mean,
gosh.
a grand welcome. I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Like this is a whole nother world I never expected. The people on here are callous, they are rude, they they will do anything to bring a person down. And I never realized how many hurtful people are out there in the world. I came on here kind of, like you said, naive my first time, and I'm sharing my story. And now everybody that's out there wants to depict it and make fun of me. And I'm just like, holy shit, guys. Like, grow the fuck up. Are we in grade school? Are
Mm-hmm.
like what's going on? What like why? We're trying to be adults here and share our stories and try to help people. And you want to make fun of me?
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. I see
Yeah.
you.
Well, baby, real quick, Jackson says, I find your lectures enlightening. Well, thank you, Jackson. How kind of him, huh, baby?
Oh, that's very kind. Thank you, Jackson.
Yeah. Now, baby, why do you think um, these people behave this way? Why do you think, they come at you and attack me, and these people that do this to other, YouTubers? Why do you think this type of behavior actually happens, in your opinion?
Well, I believe people are jealous and they're projecting because they have not been able to accept their own problems and take responsibility. So when I'm out here saying, yes, I know this is a fact and I need to work on it, they want to take that and manipulate it into a bunch of, stupid shit when they're literally doing the same stuff I was doing, but
Hmm.
they've not accepted their own responsibilities. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's really hard to sit there and watch somebody talk shit about me and my drinking while they're picking up a drink,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Hungry hypocrites.
Right. Because here's the thing, baby. People that are good people are going to want to help an alcoholic work through their issues by encouraging them and not, attacking them. Right. The people that actually attack,
Belittling them, yeah.
yeah, the people that actually attack an alcoholic that's trying to, turn that around are actually worse alcoholics than the person they're attacking. It's simply a
Yeah.
projection. It's simply a direct reflection of how they see themselves. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom
Mhm.
line. And as long as you understand that, which now you do, I understand that, and any other decent person on YouTube or content creator that's trying to create real content understands that it's not going to affect them from moving forward to create what they want to create. You just can't let these people get to you. And the only way that's going to happen is by truly understanding why they're doing and saying what they're saying, why they're doing what they're doing and saying what they're saying, which is what I'm trying to say. But go ahead, baby.
Oh no, I absolutely agree. The projection part of it is the worst. Um, I believe that you know, like I'm out here and I'm giving my story and I'm saying, you know what? I needed help. I got help. I'm doing well. But if anybody else needs help, let me know how I can assist. And all they're sitting there doing is just drinking and making fun of me for all my past mistakes.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, and it doesn't bother you anymore because now you clearly understand why it's being done. But it still doesn't
Oh,
take away from the
absolutely. Yeah.
stupidity factor.
Yeah, no, that's why we're talking about it. It doesn't bother me anymore. It's just like that's why I want to bring it up. It's they're hypocrites and they have no intelligence to realize the fact that they are like literally doing the same thing I did and they are doing it on camera. I never did it on camera. I've never put it on YouTube. So like, but they are. And that's the funniest thing. They want to talk
Right.
shit, but they are totally like making themselves look just as guilty as I was. And I'm sitting back here laughing my ass off.
Yeah, and baby, this happens on every social media platform, but I feel it happens to a greater degree out here on YouTube compared to any other social media platform because Um, you know, let me just get rid of these trolls here.
Chat. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same guy that, one of our other moderators, JT, and I laugh at for creating a new sock account every day and coming in here, but it's okay. So like I said, again, hate and trolling and attacking and projecting happens on all platforms, but it's more apparent and it happens at the greatest degree on YouTube, on Facebook and, Reddit and other platforms. It's not nearly as bad. And my opinion on why it's the worst on YouTube is because YouTube is the platform where everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to have a ton of subscribers, a ton of views, get monetized, make ad revenue, get super chats. Everybody wants to be YouTube famous because YouTube has essentially become, over the last several years, the new Hollywood, right? And, these people behave this way because it's the only way they feel they can get attention and grow on YouTube to be YouTube famous and to make money. And it's pretty stupid. I wonder if it wasn't for YouTube, would many of these people that are behaving in this way, whether they're a content creator or content consumer, I wonder if these people would behave this way in real life or even on any other social media platform. What are your thoughts about that? Do you feel it's the fact that people want to be YouTube famous?
Oh, absolutely. Like, you know, earlier on, with the whole success with like Justin Bieber and um what's that little girl's name? I can't remember right now. But anyways, like a lot of people have become a super success on YouTube.
Are you talking
And
about
I
all in with Ari, the one that's in the
no
in
no no
the
no
Mercy?
no I'm talking about the girl that had the hair it'll it'll come to me. It starts with an S.
Okay.
Um anyways, but yeah, I mean they see these people get great success and make money and it's all great. And so I think everybody thinks this is a platform to do it. And it's not like you've got to go down to Hollywood and audition or into New York and audition for anything. You're just on YouTube and you're hoping to get noticed, you know? That you're putting
Yeah.
yourself out there and just waiting for somebody to notice you to make you big.
Right. Right. Or to luckily trigger the YouTube algorithm. A lot of people try doing it the right way initially, and they, realize how hard it is. And instead of continuing to create good content, they start to duplicate what many other
Fuck. I'm
YouTube.
sorry. Sorry.
What did you? I don't. Do. Are you okay? I don't know what happened there.
Buster jumped on the bed.
Hold on. You're on twice. Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Buster just jumped on the bed and he hit the phone. So I
Okay.
apologize.
That's
Silly
okay.
puppies do that.
That's okay. My lady has a little bit of a potty mouth. I do too, but that's okay. She keeps it real. It's okay. Yeah. Her dog jumped on her phone and she thought she got disconnected, but you didn't. You're good now. You're totally good now.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's as real gets. A real reaction while live on the air. Awesome.
Right? I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So these people are, trying to become YouTube famous. And, to a certain extent, even though I don't agree with what some of these creators are doing to attack and hate upon other more successful creators, or to basically slander their name by saying they're a scammer, etc., when they're really not I can kind of understand that. It's still not right. But what I really, really don't understand, I guess I kind of do, but what I really don't get are people in the audience that are not creators that are out here to support other creators that are hating upon other people. And, these audiences of, content consumers, are on YouTube all day, every day, just hating upon and attacking people. And these are grown adults in their, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. Now, I do know there are all walks of life, and respectfully speaking, I'm not critical to anyone. And, well, I'm not saying I'm not critical. I'm not discriminatory towards anyone. I love everyone equally, but there are disabled people. There are people on SSI disability that can't work. So they're trying to pass the time and fill in the time, which, is not a problem. But when those people, participate in hateful stuff, especially as grown-ass adults, it's just not the best way to spend your time, and it's just not the healthiest thing. What are your thoughts about that, baby? Especially the audiences that attack people, not even the creators. There are people that are just content consumers that go and troll people or support other hateful creators. And they just spend all day, every day on the platform, just spewing up hate. I mean, what are your thoughts about that? I can't hear you. I think you're muted. I don't know if you're muted or not, but I cannot hear you.
I'm not muted.
Okay, there you are. I don't know if you tried to say something, but now you're going through.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not muted. I just want to say that the person I was thinking of was JoJo Siwa, I think. She's the other YouTuber that just like blew up. Um, but anyways, yes, back to your question. What was
Baby,
your
real quick,
question,
can
honey?
you pull your microphone just a little bit off to the left because it's coming in a little hot? Just to let you know.
All right, no problem. What was your question one more time?
So, I was talking about not just the creators that are behaving
Oh,
ridiculously. I'm
okay.
talking about the content consumers that don't necessarily create content. They support the creators that behave in erratic ways. And, they
Yes.
go around, they attack people, either in support of a hate channel or just because they feel like doing it. And I also mentioned there are a lot of people on SSI, disability that can't work. So they're living off the state, which is fine. But because, I guess apparently maybe they can't leave their house or don't want to leave their house, they come out here on YouTube and they spend their time all day, every day just doing hateful things. Just because you're disabled or, just because you're going through some things, doesn't mean you have to come out here and attack other people because you're unhappy and miserable. You can turn your life around by surrounding yourself with more positive people. What are your thoughts, baby?
Absolutely. And just going back on the two people that I mentioned that were successful, they never
Mm-hmm.
put hate out there. They just
Mm-hmm.
put their own content and showed the world what they were capable of. And look at them now. Nobody had, they didn't have to steal content from anybody. They didn't have to, like be hateful. They were just real, like to themselves.
Correct.
And yeah, no. And then with all of these other like people coming in and creating the drama in the chats, yeah, I mean, I believe a lot of them are stock accounts and, they're just, they're being told to do this by the one person that doesn't have the balls to come in there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, And I'm gonna say that about all of them, like, all like, I'm gonna say about 2 of them right now that don't have the balls to ever come in, and they only send their little minions in and their trolls to come in and talk shit, and it's ridiculous. It's like, get a freaking life.
Well, there are lots of creators on YouTube that are doing this. It's not just one or two creators or three creators that we may have encountered in the past, but there are a lot of creators that run, drama shit show channels where they try to find more successful YouTubers and, look into them and call them, spammers, scammers, etc. Kind of like what's happening right now with this All In with Ari, young woman in her early 30s. She's 32 years old. That's what I've heard. And she's just trying to have her shot at YouTube fame. And yes, she has a past.
Exactly.
Yeah, she has a past. She's been through things. You've been through things, baby. You have a past. I have a past. We all have a past. But at what point do we let the past go? And is it the how do I say this the right way? Is it up to the YouTube court of public opinion on when to say someone has learned and moved from their past, or is it up to the individual person, right? Because people out here on YouTube, a lot of them seem to think, a lot of these people that, in my opinion, are not in the right mindset. Maybe they've got mental issues, emotional issues, and I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just stating the facts, right? A lot of these people are in a similar situation, and they're just projecting. So, it's not up to the court of public opinion or anyone else in the real world to decide when someone has learned their lesson and when somebody has moved on from their past, right? Now,
Yes.
obviously this woman, Ari, if she had ever done anything so terrible to the point of where she was breaking the law with her kid or any other way, yeah, maybe she did some things in the past. She did her time. She paid the price. If she still had a legal price to pay, she wouldn't be able to do what she's doing. So that's just an obvious thing right there, right? And
Yes.
regardless of how this woman reached success, whether it's she found a YouTube producer or she's dating somebody at YouTube, a lot of people are saying that, okay, she's a gold digger and basically, she, scams men out of money. No, listen, that's not her fault. If you guys are so beta, if you guys are such beta female dog boys, let's put it that way to be compliant with the monetization policies. If you guys are such beta males to the point of where you're going to allow a woman to do that to you, that's your fault and not hers. What are your thoughts, baby?
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about her, and I know I shared them with you. I don't blame her for anything she's doing right now. I believe, like I've referenced the eat, pray, love method. I believe that's what she's on. She's trying to find herself. Excuse me, allergies. She maybe has made some mistakes in her life that she regrets. And now she's trying to figure that out and move forward. And if she has somebody to take care of her child, like her parents or another grandparent, while she goes on this mission to better herself, that's the best thing she can do for her child.
Right.
It's not abandonment. It's actually therapy and rehab at the same time. She's figuring out the woman she wants to be. And you know what? Yeah, I agree. If there are dumbass men out there that want to give her money, that's on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And absolutely. And here's the thing. If you look at this woman, I believe she's 32 years old. That's what people have said. I haven't really looked into her. I mean, I've read what other people have wrote. I've seen videos on what other people have said. And maybe some of what they're saying about her past is true, but what does it matter? She's moved on from it. She just wants to create YouTube content in a van. What's the big deal regarding that? And here's the thing. Look at her. She is a beautiful woman. She's very beautiful, baby. You've seen her. She's in great shape. She's got a great smile. From a physical health standpoint, she takes very, very good care of herself. Far better than most people have encountered that are attacking her. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen everyone's photos or videos of people that are attacking her, because there are people, that stay anonymous in the audience, right? In the comments section, the consumers of content. But the majority of these content creators that are, talking smack about her and calling her a scammer are middle-aged men that are out of shape and unattractive and have a shitty attitude. They had a shitty
Because they don't
attitude
leave their
before.
freaking house. They sit behind their keyboard and
Yeah,
screen, and they just talk crap all day
right,
long about people that are doing better than them.
right. And
That's what
literally,
it comes down to.
when I looked into this, babe, when I looked into this, literally, there were over 100 videos, mostly made by middle-aged men, calling her a spammer. Sorry, not a spammer, a scammer. And, most of these men were unattractive men, men with a crappy attitude. And all they're trying to do is clout chase this woman and leverage, her success. Because here's the thing, baby, attractive men, and look, I'm not saying I'm all that. I've said before, I think I look good for my age and you look good for your age. I'm 48, you're 47, you know, um, I understand the importance of taking care of yourself for health reasons, but also looking as good as possible at any age, because if you're going to come on camera when you look better, people are more attracted to you because number one, you look better, you dress nice, right? And it shows that you're able to take care of yourself, right? And that's attractive to people.
Yeah.
So for men that are attractive and take care of themselves, they don't need to leverage, a woman like Ari for content and to clout chase, because these guys can sell themselves, figuratively speaking. That is,
Exactly.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
That's exactly the point. Is like, if you all were all that, then you wouldn't have to be clout chasing anybody else. You'd be making your own content and making money, and just on your own content,
Right.
not
Right.
anybody else's. Not spreading the drama, and like, literally some of these channels are like worse than soap operas. Like, seriously, I watch soap operas, and this is worse,
Oh yeah.
because these grown men are just nothing but female dogs that haven't been stroked enough in their life, you know?
Right.
They're
Well,
just
they
angry, they've been chained up or whatever, but they're just yapping their fucking faces off, and it's not
yeah.
attractive.
What I think happened to a lot of these men, and I'm not saying that women aren't coming at her or women don't come at people. Some are, but it's like 90% men doing this, 90% middle-aged, unattractive, unhappy, angry, and bitter men doing this type of content, and maybe 10% of the women are doing it. And the same goes in the comments section. I noticed that there are far more hateful men in the comments section than women. Yes, there are some women, but it's more so the men that are doing this. And again, what it tells me, hey, Casey says, hi, Eli and RMP. Welcome to the show, girl. Thank you for being here. My lady's on here with me today. Um, it goes to show that men are just unhappy in this modern world, that women are making something out of themselves. And not only are women becoming successful, they're becoming more successful, and they're surpassing men. And the reason why they're surpassing you guys is because you waste all your time doing stupid shit in your 30s that, you should get out of your system by the time you're 12 or 13, right? That's why
Well,
women
I
are
think they've done
surpassing
all
you.
that stupid shit in their 20s, and now in their
Right.
30s they don't know how to, like, remedy it.
Yeah.
They never had the guidance to
Yeah.
have success in their life. I mean, I want to talk quickly about my future son-in-law. He was
Hmm.
raised by a single mom His father died early in his life, and she did everything to make sure that her kids were successful and not lazy. She, made them go to, obviously school, but also extracurricular activities. She never let them get lazy and just sit behind a computer or a phone and just be consumed by that. And that's what it takes. It takes a proactive parent to motivate these kids to get out and do things. And yeah, that falls on us, on our generation. So I know that
Hmm.
a lot of us in this generation messed up by just putting a phone or a tablet in our kids' hands to, entertain them while we did our own stuff. So I do take credit for that. I mean, my kids aren't like that. My kids are both very proactive and working
Hmm.
and have, like, my son has 3 jobs. He does not, he is like the opposite of lazy in that definition. Um, you know, but yeah, my daughter has a job, but she also has her fiance. So she only works 1 job because they are a dual income. There is
That's good.
nothing wrong with that.
Real quick, baby.
There is
Casey says, go ahead, baby.
Oh, no, no, I was just saying there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Casey says, awesome. Just listening in while I work. Hope you both are having a great Thursday. We absolutely are, right, baby? We're having a wonderful
Oh,
Thursday.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Thursday because that means tomorrow is Friday and I get to go see my love.
Well, I get to see my love too. Excellent. Thank you, baby. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Good afternoon, Eli. Good afternoon to you as well. Lewis, how you doing,
Hey,
brother?
Lewis. Hey, Lewis. Welcome.
Welcome to the show, man. Here's the thing, baby. I think what's really happening here, I think what is upsetting most of these middle-aged men to behave the way they're behaving, especially out here on YouTube, is the fact that, like I said, women are surpassing them financially. They're not only surpassing men, they're just destroying men financially, right? And
Yeah, and that
men. I wasn't. Go ahead.
men have a hard time. Men have a hard time with the whole emasculating thing when it comes to
Okay,
a woman.
correct.
And so if you're in a relationship and your woman starts making more money than you, that's going to cause problems.
Yeah, but let me finish saying what I
Unless
was going to say. Go
unless
ahead,
you're
baby.
secure. Go ahead.
Right. And that's exactly where I was heading with this. There was another part. I know you get excited and you jump in, and I love that about you, baby. I've learned to love it and
I love you
embrace it.
too.
But I love you too, baby. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. But anyway, these people are going to be thinking, Eli, you're simping too hard for your woman, or you're being a white knight. I don't give a shit what you guys think. I don't. We're good, and that's all that matters, right? So
All that matters.
so here's the thing, right? So these guys, these middle-aged, unattractive, unhealthy men are basically upset because women now in their late teens, when they become an adult at 18, from 18 to 29 or 30, those are their prime years where women look the best. No disrespect, ladies still look good when they get older, but let's be real. We all look better when we're younger, right? And we look as best as possible, for our age when we get older, especially those that take, care of themselves, right? But so women, now, a lot of women, not all, but many of them, and you've seen this, baby, are basically using their looks to make money, and they're making lots of money. Women can come on YouTube, and as long as they're cute, they will automatically get a ton of subscribers, right? And that's what these men
Oh
are
yeah.
upset about. That's what these men are upset about. But why are you guys upset when it's you guys that are giving them that traction? See, these women are exploiting the beta male market, men that are insecure. And I'm not saying that even some of these men are bad men. Some of these men are really good men. They just are a little insecure and they're intimidated by women. And women exploit that.
Yeah.
And they use their looks to not only exploit the beta male market, but to, I won't go as far and say extort. It should be, but it's take money from these men, right? But is it
absolutely.
is it the fault of the woman? No, it's the fault of you beta males that are so pathetic, weak, and insecure that feel the need to pay this woman in the first place. If all the beta males stopped being beta males, women would not have this market to exploit and technically extort. So again, guys, you're in control of this. You guys, you beta males, especially you young guys under 40 that are beta males. There are more beta males under 40 than ever before in any period of time. You guys stop being beta males and it will stop all this. You're in control more than you know. Go ahead, babe.
I want to just correct you there. It's, women of any age can take advantage and manipulate a man of any age. Mm-hmm. So I have seen in the bars where a nice, maybe 30-year-old good-looking woman walks up to a 50-year-old man that is in a suit, looks professional, and starts a conversation. He buys her a drink, and then who knows what happens. I mean, I'm just saying it could happen in any generation. That's what women do.
But here's the thing, baby. These older men, maybe they're married and looking for something on the side, or maybe they're single and they don't want to get into a relationship or get married. So they're looking for an occasional hookup. And some of these men are okay being like a sugar daddy, even though they're confident men. They still have the need for intimacy and stuff, but they just don't want to be tied down. That doesn't make a man a beta male, right? But
that's what I'm saying.
But
that was my point. It's not all of them are beta males that are being manipulated.
But here's the thing. The majority of them are. There are some men that are very successful, make good money, and they're so into their work, and they need to put in so much time into their work that they don't have time to get married or to have a relationship, or they're choosing not to, but they still want to have, intimacy. And if a 50-year-old man can get with a 30-year-old woman for a little while and have some fun, as long as they both know that's all it is, it's not something I would do, but it's not something that really is technically wrong. It's not, scamming anybody or trying to, exploit, somebody. But the majority of the issues are coming from the thirsty beta males that just are starstruck by any cute woman they see on the internet, and they'll go and subscribe to her right away. I can guarantee you that All In with Ari's primary market is thirsty beta males. If we got a chance to see her analytics, I bet you that at least 75% of her audience are men between the ages of 18 and 35, maybe 18 and 40.
Oh, absolutely. Okay? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
No, I absolutely agree with that.
So how can you blame this one real quick, baby, before you go, before you respond? So to the people out there that are questioning her success, how can you blame her for growing when it's the thirsty beta males that made her famous? Now, do I think she would have received some traction without the beta males? Sure. She'd probably have 5 or 10K subs, not almost 100K. The thirsty beta males are making women, are giving women way more power than even women feel they deserve. But if it's ripe for the taking, if the roles were reversed, men would be doing this to women. So you guys shut the fuck up and turn your lives around. Become better men, become stronger, stop being betas. Go ahead.
Like I've always said, mama didn't raise no fool. If somebody's going to offer to pay for something, I'm going to take it, you know?
Absolutely.
And so that's what these men are doing. And yes, they are the younger 18 to 35 group that's following her.
Hmm.
I want to say it's probably about 98% men, 2% women.
You're probably
And the
right.
2% of the women are the
Our
ones that
haters.
are angry that she left her child.
Hmm. Now, there are a few
And
women that baby, real quick, there are a few women that have commented on some of the videos I've done on this in a positive way that support her, but the majority of them are angry women.
well,
Um,
I'm saying on her channel,
yeah,
not on what we've done, but on her channel.
I'm saying
That's what
support
I
for her.
believe.
Yeah, I'm saying support for her all around. People that are commenting on my channel have watched her videos, so basically they're technically supporters of her. But go ahead.
No, I totally agree with that. But I was just saying on her channel, I believe it's 98 men, 2% women that are
Could
angry
be.
about her choices.
Yeah, but
Um,
what are these women really angry at though, baby? Are they really angry that in the past she did some things and then she did her time and now she's trying to move forward from it, or are they jealous of her? Are they just jealous because they're not
some
as
women just
attractive as her, or have what she has, the fame, the money, all that? Go ahead.
some women just don't understand, like, because they're mothers and they don't understand
Hmm.
walking away and doing right for your child. They're very passionate about just staying there and being involved all the time, even if it is toxic. So like it is a maternal thing in all women that you want to be with your child all the time. But what's happened is that we've gotten a lot of help, a lot of education to know that sometimes you have to walk away
Hmm.
in order to fix yourself to be a better mother for your child.
And that's what she did, baby. You were saying that when you and I were talking about this few days back when we really started to get invested in her story. You and I were both saying, more so it came from you initially, and I agreed that, she moved to California for a fresh start, to get away from all the drama and to just focus on bettering herself. So that way she can come back fully healed and be there for her kid and be a better part of her family. That
Yes,
isn't that what you were saying? What are your thoughts on that?
absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I'm saying is sometimes you just have to take a break from your actual life and start a new one in order to make progress.
Hmm.
Because when you're living in your current life, it's like insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over again, Groundhog Day, all of that. So she is trying to figure out how to not make that insanity continue. And I give her so many props for doing that because she is going to be the best mother once she gets home.
Sorry, baby. I muted for a second. I had a text message I needed to check real quick, but all is good. You can hear me, right, baby?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna address something right now. I'm gonna, and because I don't really care, I'm gonna address you, Paul. You want to sit there and call me the cuck and my lady the drunk. I got 21 people here. You got 17. We don't focus on you anymore. We have rebuilt a a new audience, and this is another guy. Let's just talk about him for a second because this coincides perfectly with the topic of my lady and I discussed the ridiculous
Clouding.
behavior, the ridiculous behavior of grown adults on YouTube. In essence, Paul, you're trying to clout chase me Because if you didn't get any clout rebroadcasting some of my streams or most of them, you wouldn't do it. So in essence, sir, you're clout chasing me because you perceive me to be better than you, and you perceive that you have something you can take from me. And if that's not it, Paul, then you know, I don't know what it is. That's the only thing that makes logical sense there, right? And again,
and going back to
go ahead,
sorry,
baby.
going back to projection, going back to the projecting, like, okay, you want to call Eli a cuck and me a drunk. Well, are you describing your own relationship?
Yeah, because here's the thing, Paul. The truth of the matter is you were a heroin addict for 30 years, right? And you came out here initially starting a channel called Addiction, Affliction, Recovery, and you gave up on that, sir. And I was willing to help you with that. I was willing to help you help other people kick the bad habits, sir. But you gave up on that, and you said, screw it. I can't get this to grow because I'm not willing to put in the work to do it. So I'm just going to become a drama. I'm not going to say the word and get demonetized.
Sorry.
Baby,
did.
Why? But what?
Sorry.
It's okay, baby. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. So, Paul, you're a drama W, right? Because you wanted to create something to help people initially, but you gave up on it. So, in essence, Paul, you gave up on yourself, right? You're a grown man in your early to mid 50s. I think you're in your early 50s, right? Right?
But you look like you're 75.
Okay. And this is the thing
I'm just
here.
stating the truth. I'm stating the truth.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. There's a major insecurity and flaw internally happening with this Paul guy for example purposes, right? And he's just majorly projecting it, right? Because here's the thing. Number one, you know, him and a group of people that, you know, have been trolling myself and us for years and stuff like that. They've been calling me a cuck for years, right? I've never once been a cuck. I've never once had a threesome. I've never once watched any woman I've been with be with another man, right? These people know that. And it doesn't bother me. It's just stupid, right? He titles his stream Cuck and the Drunk, right? My woman is not drunk. My woman has come out and admitted in the past that she's an alcoholic. And you know what? She has gotten the help. I've been helping her. Other people have been helping her. And you know what? She's cut back a lot and she's turned her life around, right? Right? So a few times when she first started coming out here, because she was nervous, she had some drinks and, you know, it made her sound maybe a little tipsy at that point. But since that time, she's been amazing. So at what point is enough going to be enough? And I'm not complaining here because you're talking about us or you call us cucking the drunk. You do this to everyone, Paul. You're a massive projector. You're just one example of many people that are grown-ass men in their 50s that come out here on YouTube and massively project all day, every day because, plain and simply, you're miserable, Paul. That's the bottom line. You are a miserable person.
All he does is clout chase on other people's content.
You are
and he has
miserable.
No content of his own.
Yeah. Yeah, you are a miserable person, Paul. That's the truth, right? Because if you weren't miserable...
That's because he's not wise enough to come up with his own content. He's got to clout chase and restream everybody. He's just dumb.
Because here's the thing. I would have 30 to 40 people here if he wasn't doing it, right? And I don't care that those people aren't here. What I'm saying is that there is something to clout chase here, Paul. Because if there was nothing to take from me, you wouldn't do it. If I didn't at least entertain you or brought some kind of value to you in some way, shape, or form, you wouldn't do it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom. Jackson Black says pure jealous behavior. Yeah. I mean, Paul,
Absolutely.
why don't you, I'll give you some advice. Why don't you start addiction, affliction, recovery soon? Why don't you start creating videos, Paul, on how to help people kick the heroin habit like you did after 30 years? Why don't you do something productive and actually help people, Paul, rather than act like a 2-year-old little girl as a 50-plus-year-old grown-ass man? Jackson Black says being an alcoholic doesn't make you a bad person. No, none of that makes you a bad person. And even doing drugs doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. It's just not good for you. It's not the right thing. It can affect your health, but it doesn't necessarily make you a bad person, right? And people socially drink all the time. That's all my woman does now. She's a social drinker. You know, I socially drink every now and then. Nothing wrong with that, right? But then again, this is what these people do. This is the ridiculous behavior of grown adults out here on YouTube and what they do. This was just happening in real time, which is why I mentioned it. I just thought it was rather comical. But anyway, go ahead, baby. What are your thoughts here? Because we're going to wrap this up soon. We're at 15 minutes. We're going to wrap it up in about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no. Thank you, Jackson, for your kind words there. Yeah, it being an alcoholic doesn't make you a bad person. Being addicted to drugs doesn't make you a bad person. It just you make bad choices in life, which could lead to consequences and also lead to losing relationships in your life.
Right,
So
right.
that was my purpose of explaining what happened with me. It's
Mm-hmm,
not that I wanted to come out here and say, like, everybody could just make fun of me for drinking. No,
mm-hmm.
I wanted to show how those effects happened in my life, you know? And
Right.
even though I'm not a bad person, I'm a really good person, but it still affected me in my relationships with friends, with, family. Um, oh yeah, Casey, I agree. I agree with you that it is funny to call an addict who is also an addict, It's and if he is really in recovery, then he would never do something like that because they teach you in recovery that you never trigger an addict because it will
Yeah.
push them right back into
Maybe
their
the relapse. Maybe he's trying to prevent relapsing by coming out here on YouTube and projecting on people that are going through something similar as he's struggling through something that they're addicted to. Let me just read exactly what Casey wrote. Kind of silly for an addict to call another addict names anyway. If he thinks RMP is a bad person for being an alcoholic, then that make him equally deplorable. Yeah, you're right, Casey. And here's the thing. This is the thing with my woman, and I'll stand up for anyone, male or female, that is doing the right thing. I'm not here to kiss women's asses or men's asses, right? But in this case, Paul, my woman owns you. And that might not be the most professional thing to say, but I think you can't stand the fact that my woman owns you and can come out here on my channel and help me build a business here and share her story of what she's been through, okay? And start working through the process of it and coming out here and continuing to help people, by sharing her stories on alcoholism and other things she's been through. Okay. So I think there's some, pure jealousy there, Paul, that you're just not able to do what my lady is able to do to come out here and speak her truth and help people. Doesn't that make sense? It's very
oh
silly, says Jackson Black. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, because he tried to do it on a channel and he gave up
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't able to do it. So now
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here trying to spread knowledge to people on how to get better. And he's
Mm-hmm.
jealous because he failed. He failed in life.
Well, I
Good
tried
job,
to help
Paul.
him. Here's the thing, baby. I tried to help him years ago. I wanted to do content on helping people recover from any addiction they have, whether it's heroin, any other drugs, alcoholism, or whatever, right? And instead of doing that, he got into bed with some other people and got infested in the drama world. And at that point, I'm like, screw this. You went the drama route instead of going the route where you could have turned your channel to something great, Paul, and you could have probably gotten it monetized. And now you're sucked in so deep, Paul, you just can't get out. You're sucked in to this drama and hateful stuff so deep, bro, you can't get out. Pretty freaking pathetic for a grown-ass man in his early 50s. You can sit there and laugh and say it's entertainment, it's cringy, however you want to say it, Paul, but deep down inside, deep within, you fucking hate yourself, dude. That's the problem. Learn to love yourself, bro, and you'll turn this around. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, I agree with you. Absolutely, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
He's miserable in his life.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Because anybody that's in their early 50s should not look the way they look. Or the way he looks, I should say. Like I said, he looks like he's in his 70s. He's not taking care of himself. He has no self-love. And that's just an appetite for disaster and death.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Let me talk about this real quick here. Because there are a bunch of people in Paul's chat and they're running their mouths. These are exactly the types of people, and it's not just limited to them. These are exactly the types of people that are pathetic, immature, insecure people that have nothing better to do with their days than come out here on YouTube and try to kick other creators down like myself and Ari and other positive creators that are truly helping people. And then they're trying to say, I'm going to read this real quick here because this is just rather comical. What's her name? That woman that used to be involved with some other group. Sammy G, is saying that you're not helping anyone. Well, that's your opinion. And ma'am, what are you doing with your days? Wasting your days following the fakest content out here on YouTube. And if you need that for entertainment and you don't have anything else to better entertain you in your real world, that's pretty pathetic. It really is.
Exactly.
This is exactly
151.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 1:51 Pacific time. Where do you live and what are you doing to waste your life away?
Yeah.
Get a job. Get a job.
And I'll say this. Paul has 24 there. I have 21. The reason why he has 24 there is because the one guy that he white knights for in that big drama group is bringing all his people there, or he would have nobody there, right? And here's the thing. It's getting close to the point of where we're going to outgrow this stupid drama group that's been trolling and harassing and hating us for a while. Let me see this real quick. I don't watch miserable people. If I can help a situation, I don't waste my time. I politely bow out. Well, thank you. If you're a genuine person there. I'll let that person stay, even though I think they might be trolling, but we'll just see. We'll just see. But yeah, Paul,
thank you, Lewis.
Paul, here's the thing, Paul. You can't grow on your own. You got to hide behind this 137-year-old guy that's bringing all his people that he can to your channel right now. And I don't care, bro. It doesn't matter. It's just, it makes you both look really, really pathetic. Really does.
Yeah.
Right?
Who's the boss there? Who's the man in that relationship?
Look at how, I'll tell you this. I would actually show the chat there, but I know Paul would probably copyright strike me. I would show you folks the stupidity of what these people are saying. And no, dude, I'm not triggered at all, dude. I'm not triggered at all to the main leader of that group. I'm not. I just think you guys are stupid and pathetic. You are. And,
Same.
this is all people that do this. It's not sustainable long term. It is not sustainable long term. And it's so amazing to me that these people are projecting saying that I'm triggered. No, I trigger all of you. I trigger all of you. All of you that are watching this on a rebroadcast are so obsessed with trying to get back at me for whatever reason. I've never done you wrong, but you're so obsessed. You go and you watch rebroadcasts of my content over doing something more productive. How pathetic are all of you
Right? I
losers?
mean,
They're losers. They're low-life scumbags, losers. Go ahead.
oh, I didn't get a chance to read that last one, but I saw a little bit. But anyways, no, honestly, losers. Like, seriously, why do you obsess and have like all of our streams like programmed to wake you up in the middle of the night or whatever your time is wherever you are in the United States or the UK or whatever? Like, that's obsessive compulsive behavior, and you
Right,
need to get some
right.
freaking help. Like, you know what? I agree with the whole thing of clock
Mm-hmm,
in, clock out. You wake up, you get on
mm-hmm,
YouTube. When you want to go to bed, you go to bed. That's it. If you're that obsessed, like, I mean, I know my man is hot as shit, but I don't
mm-hmm.
understand why everybody has such a hard on for him.
Yeah, let me
Just
respond
leave
to
him
this.
alone.
I have a few things here. Here's the thing, Paul. I'll tackle you head on because I'm going to make you look so stupid, Paul. Eli, you spend thousands of dollars on equipment. I'm streaming on a Chromebook with no commentary beating you. You're beating me, Paul, because you have Jamie. You're basically, if I were to say what I wanted to say, what you're doing to Jamie, I would get at least demonetized. You are a simp and
And
a
can I
white
say
knight.
one
You
thing?
are, hold on, baby. Let me finish what I have to say,
Yeah.
baby, please. Okay. You are a simp and a white knight to Jamie, Paul. That's all you are, and you would not be able to pull this audience without his help. And it's pathetic to me that even with Jamie's help, you only have 23 in the box there. That's pathetic. Now,
Eh,
one more thing.
eh,
I'll respond. Hold on, sweetheart. You go ahead because I have one more thing to share
okay,
here.
I want to say, you want to talk about my man's studio production, what he's done? Like, dude, on your streams, nobody can really understand what the hell you're saying because it's crackling and it's dark and you're sitting in a fucking recliner and it's not professional. At
That's
least
right.
my man has made a business of this to make sure he's heard. So,
Mm-hmm.
already, baby, gone.
What I was going to say is there's this woman in there. This is how pathetic it is. There's this woman in there called Red Door Woman. She goes, "Don't you dare make assumptions about me, Eli. I wasn't even talking about you. I didn't even know who you were, ma'am,
Who
until
the hell
you.
are you?
Yeah, we don't know who you are." And here's the thing: I worked all day, and I am working on my PhD. Well, good for you. I am using you as a case study. Case study for what? Being normal? Calling out stupidity about grown ass middle aged men on YouTube acting like 2-year-old female dogs, ma'am. Go ahead and put that in your case study. Go ahead and do that, ma'am. You do that. You do that, ma'am. Go ahead, baby.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, literally. You wanna case study us? That's great. Ask us questions. Don't sit there behind a keyboard and be anonymous. If you're gonna do something, ask us.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm tired of, is people just hiding behind their keyboards and computers and
Mm-hmm.
making assumptions and then putting it out there. If you don't know the whole story, then shut your freaking mouth.
Yeah, this is honestly, this is one of the worst groups of people, one of the most lowest life scumbag-ish type of people I've ever come across. Right. And the funny thing is, it used to be much larger, but most people have gotten tired of this. Right. Right. They got
Maybe
22
they
there.
grew
We've
up
got
and
17.
matured.
Yeah.
Maybe they just grew up and matured, you know?
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
telling you about that earlier. Maturity level, like in your 20s, is, you know, you might pop off, you might do crazy things. But
Mm-hmm.
then when you get older, you realize you have to make better choices in life. And that's
Mm-hmm.
the maturity thing that kicks
Mm-hmm.
in.
Mm-hmm. It's one dude. It's probably my super troll has the NK account saying Eli's the biggest failure on YouTube and uses my picture. Sir, you're pathetic for
Oh,
taking
you're
taking the time to actually, yeah, fake life coach, fraudulent life coach. Look at these people. They're so triggered, right? D the gold digger.
because
Well,
they know
hey,
they're useless.
you want to know something? Maybe I'll allow her to be a gold digger because I love her.
Oh,
Right? What do you guys look at how jealous these people are? I wish I could be showing this chat. Look at this. These people are
am,
pathetic and
am I a
miserable.
gold digger? Really? Honestly,
Honestly, baby, I wouldn't care if you were because I love you. Right? I love you. Let them call you that. Doesn't matter.
I have,
Yeah.
like, when you and I got together, I
Mm-hmm.
had no idea what you had.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't share that for months. So,
Mm-hmm.
how on earth could I have fallen in love with somebody and
Mm-hmm.
then developed into a gold digger?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, this is hilarious. I'm getting off on this. It's so funny. And you are too, baby. All they do is
Oh,
clout
yeah,
chase and
it's
project.
ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now the Jamie guy, and let me just
I
share
have my
this
own
because
fucking money.
yeah,
I have my
baby.
own money, and my parents have their money that I'm in their estate. So get off your
Mm-hmm,
fucking thing. I don't need Eli's money.
mm-hmm. And look, they come into the chat and say Paul Martin owns this stream. See, this is you guys are perfect for my show. Where I'm talking about my lady and I discussed the ridiculous behavior of grown adults on YouTube. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Okay.
They literally just like made it known.
Mm-hmm.
Like they, our subject today, they gave into it and they did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me mention one thing, baby, and don't react to this because this is exactly the truth. We've talked about this. So drama after dark says clock in, clock out. You're right, ma'am. It is that. And I understand that. I'm going to stop looking at this chat. And ma'am, I appreciate the community posting you put up yesterday. I now notice that you deleted it. I guess you don't want to leave it up there. It's not a big deal. But yeah, like I don't allow anyone attacking anyone, whether I like them, don't like them, friends with them, or not friends. No, I think what happened yesterday on the stream, should not have been, or what was said on the stream by one of my moderators should not have been said. But hey, I deleted the comment and moved on. So I just wanted to acknowledge that. And yeah, that's what it kind of is with some of these groups. It's how they make their money. It's, how they're getting paid. And it's just funny. I can sit there and totally trigger these people and now use them for content. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to use you guys for content, but I'm going to do it in a different way to the point of where, I'm not, talking about you specifically all the time. I change things up. Casey says, D, the gold digger. Haha. I'm a gold digger too. I love to spend my old man's money. Right. Well, let's all be gold diggers now. Okay. I guess if you're dating a man that you love and that man loves you back genuinely and you have a real relationship and just because that man's family has an estate, it makes you a gold digger, right? I mean, seriously, this is some of the most immature shit I've ever seen ever. And it's not just this group of people. There are many groups of people out here like this. People are just really, really, really jealous over what other people
Yeah.
have. And
Yeah,
why?
and like I said, my family has an estate as well, and I don't need Eli's money. Like,
Hmm.
my family is just fine.
Hmm.
And not that I'm going to live off of them. I make my own money, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it's just like I didn't get into this. Like, I am not some little troll on the street that was looking for a rich man to date. I have my own money. I have a good family. Like, we both are coming from the same kind of family
Hmm.
that, you know, has done stuff to prepare for the future, you know?
Right.
So
Baby,
I don't think what
go ahead. Finish your thought, and I have a
oh
few more things to
yeah,
say because we gotta wrap
I
it up
don't think
soon.
it's very fair to call me a gold digger
Mhm.
because I literally tell you all the time not to spend money and, to like for us to be a little bit more frugal at
Yeah.
home.
And baby,
You
real quick,
know,
let me
I,
just let me make it clear. You don't feel the need to justify it. You're only doing it because it's part of the show, and you're using it for example purposes. I'm assuming,
well,
right?
exactly, exactly. I just want people to know that, I mean, I'm not like trying to brag, but my family has money as well. And I am in the trust. And so
Yeah.
I'm not worried about
And I don't care about
Eli's
her
trust
trust.
at
I
all.
mean, I mean, I care about her family and I care about their well-being, but I'm not sitting here
Same.
thinking, okay, I've got a woman that has a trust too. We're going to combine the trusts and rule the world and show off to everyone on YouTube how rich we are, right? I mean, that's just
No, no.
this is asinine. It is. It's this whole thing is asinine. JT Thundercock's in the house. Damn, I'm late. Well, you can watch the replay, bro. It's been a good show. Let me Nightbot, I'm
Uh,
sorry. I don't know what
we're
happened, Casey. Nightbot deleted your message, but I'll read it. Don't even waste your breath trying to explain things that small-minded people will never understand. It is a waste of time and energy. LOL. Casey, I'm going to respond to your other message too, where you said there's no clocking in and clocking out when your entire life revolves around YouTube. Well, a few of the people are
I
under
agree.
I agree too, baby, but let me finish real quick. A few of the people are under a contract from a sponsor. While they may not be necessarily be told what content to create, they have to create a certain amount of content or they have to create content all the time. So to be fair, it is clocking in and clocking out for a few people, but the rest of the people in the audience are just sheep, including you, Paul. You are a sheep. Unless you're getting paid too, Paul, you're a sheep, right? And here's the thing, again, without the support of the people at the top of your chain, the people that you white knight for, Paul, and simp for, especially that guy, if he didn't bring his audience there, Paul, you would have maybe what, 5, 6 people there? I got 20 people here on my own right now, Paul. I've been rebuilding even with what you guys have been doing. So anyway, it's not a big deal. It is what it is. But baby, I want to mention one more thing regarding this ridiculous behavior of grown adults. And I'm going to also include women on here. And JT, with no disrespect, I have a lot of love for you and even for Scotty, the Scotty Unchained channel. And we're all good. You're all moderators here. But I'm going to talk about what I saw last night. I did a stream last night. And at the same time, this same creator that's supporting someone, in his group that's rebroadcasting me, let's just say it's Jamie, and Scotty on their own, on each of their channels, they were talking smack about each other, right? And Scotty put out a stream to basically antagonize Jamie, right? Now I understand a lot of people don't like what this Jamie content creator does. And a lot of people, just don't think he's reasonable, and I agree with him. But that's how he's been, and he's never going to change. And if it's never going to change, regardless of what you do or don't do, how about just do nothing and focus on your own content? Ignore the guy. But Scotty created a stream last night to basically antagonize Jamie. And I was like, shit, I ain't going to watch this. And I respect Scotty. I still do. I love Scotty. And I love JT, and they're close. But it was a stupid idea, in my opinion. And so next thing you know, I'm listening before I go live, and Scotty's being told to copyright strike Jamie, which is a dumb thing to do because he'll file a counter notification and he'll win, right? And then I don't know what happened. Maybe Jamie was threatening to copyright strike her. After my stream ended, Scotty had ended her stream. Jamie was still on. And then when I went back to go look at the replay, both of their streams were gone. So apparently, all this did was, create a back and forth in the middle of the night for a couple hours or so. And they both deleted the stream. Scotty probably didn't get much out of it. Jamie might have made a few dollars out of it. It was stupid. This is really stupid, to the point of where, these people are creating content they can't even leave publicly available. And now, baby, before I have you respond here, let me read something here. Kelver says, "You are speaking in my living space, dude. For God knows how many hours. That's proof that I love you, Coach, because I need your image here, your essence." Well, sir, I don't know if that's legit or not. You're not saying anything negative, but you can stick around. And if that was a compliment, thank you so much for that. Baby, what are your thoughts about what I just mentioned? Because we're going to be going off the air very soon.
No, I agree. Like, we have just been promoting the no drama, not talking about him. I know we still talk about him, and I've talked to you several times about that, but it's usually because he instigates it. But yeah, you just need to walk away. You need to not engage in this stuff. And Scotty, I love you. Like, I really do, but you need to just walk away from that drama. Do a stream with JT in the middle of the night, or somebody else. Don't involve that
Or me,
douchebag,
right?
Yeah, or Eli. Yeah, don't involve that douchebag, because you're giving him more stuff, like more content and more shit to talk about. So stick with your good people, stick with the ones that you can trust, and just let go of that drama.
Yeah. And it's just, these people are saying, and here's the thing, drama after dark, because we've been good friends, and I still believe we would be good friends to this day if it wasn't for the conflict of interest, obviously, the clocking in and clocking out, right? But you're saying he is calling her ass out. That's your job, drama after dark, to instigate the drama, right? I'm not trying to even call her out. I'm saying that, hey, if you want this to go away, the only way it's going to go away is if you stop feeding into it, right? And
yeah, no, we love Scotty.
If you're going to feed into it, you got to expect them to come back at you, right? And when I did this topic today, I knew they were going to rebroadcast me, and I was ready for it, right? And I'm not upset about it, but I knew what I was up against, and I wasn't even talking about this specifically. I was talking about this in general, because this is an issue that goes far beyond this one dude that so many people are just fixated on.
Tiny little man on this planet, yeah. He's so whatever, insignificant.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Yeah, but no, I want to make it clear, we're not talking crap about Scotty. We love her. Mm-hmm. Like that. That's all I have to say, is we love her.
Yeah, Paul is getting more traction on his channel than he's ever seen on any channel, because Jamie's bringing all his people
calling
there.
Him out.
Well, yeah, they got 28. They got 28 people there now. We got 20. Not bad for him having a much bigger network, having a huge Discord, and huge network of other places he can just rally up the troops. I don't rally up the troops. I just went live and I got 20 people here. And no, it's not because of JT or Scotty. I've been working hard and reconnecting with people, and I've been participating in other communities. So, this is what these people do. They see you
in.
right.
Like literally JT just popped in and Scotty's not here. So that's dumb to say.
It is. It really is. Let me read a few comments here, then we're going to wrap this up. JT says, I think we are trying to do the best we can to get the guy to go away. He's never going to go away. He's a YouTuber, whether you like him or not. And here's the thing, JT, I'm totally cool with you, right? And I'm cool with everyone, technically, right? This is what he's done for the last 4 or 5 years. He's going to continue doing it for however long he wants to do it. So if he's never going to stop, your only option is to just pull away and stop feeding into it, right? Okay. Maybe it will work for her. Can't tell her what to do. What may work for one person may not work for the next. Well, respectfully speaking, JT and Scotty and Babe, she's a lady, and she's going to have a much more difficult time containing her emotions because of that. No disrespect, that's how women are. Women are biologically programmed.
No disrespect, Scotty, but I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you agree, Babe? Honestly, Babe, you're a woman. You talk about it, Babe, because you're a woman. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, when these people talk shit about me or they talk shit about you, I pop like a freaking firecracker. And it's like, it's not even just one, it's like the finale of a fireworks show. And I just want to go back and just talk massive shit. I've always said I'm a pit bull inside, and that's kind of how I am. I come out, you attack me, I attack you back. And it's pit bull status.
Right. Right. Right.
And but that doesn't just count for me. It doesn't just count for me, but it also counts for the ones I love.
Well, baby, let me ask you this real quick before we wrap this up. We're at 1 hour and 21 minutes, and I got to get on this walk soon. I'm going to be doing a walking stream a few hours after this show ends. When you're reacting to something, that inflates your emotions because of the fact that you're a lady and biologically you're going to naturally more so respond emotionally to anything, right? Okay. How do I react in those situations? And be honest, how do I usually react in those situations?
You're very calm, and you just literally, you talk me down, and then you come over and you give me a hug, and I melt into your arms because you're not fighting me. You're not controlling me. You're not telling me I'm wrong. You just want to comfort me because I have an emotional feeling.
Right. Right. Well, baby, you're a woman, and that's the way you were naturally and biologically made to be. What I've been trying to do to help you and other women is to say, hey, ladies, I understand. And same thing for you, Scotty. I understand how slighted you feel. I understand you feel you've been used and abused. And to a certain extent, yes, you were. But there's nothing you can do about it. That's what some people choose to do on YouTube, like this guy. You got to chalk it up to a loss, move forward, and create your own content. And I can help you with that. And so can my lady, and so can, JT, right? But yeah, it is much harder for women to, ignore things that affect them emotionally because it's out of their biological essence to not respond to things. But I tell women, try to do the best to just ignore stuff, no matter how hard it is, because honestly, it'll make your life a lot better. It'll
yes.
the problem will remove itself. Go ahead. And one more thing.
I was just going to say, I agree with Casey's statement.
And a lot of men prey on the vulnerabilities of women's emotions to keep the back and forth going on YouTube. So that's why women, especially that are out here on YouTube, need to have really, really thick skin, whether you're a content creator or content consumer. Let me read what Casey wrote. Just ignore the guy. That's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. he'll never go away. And JT says, well, I also have to admit women can get away from a situation a man can't get away from sometimes. Well, that's true, bro. But that's life, right? That's life, brother. Go ahead, baby. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just thought you gave me the floor, and I was just going to say I agreed with Casey's comment there that, yeah, you just got to ignore him. We got to stop talking about him. And like I've told you, we maybe even need to stop using the millennial word in our content because that's going to trigger him.
Yeah.
And then, because he won't go away. He is literally the cockroach in our house that won't die.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me read what JT wrote there. I think it is more complicated because the parties involved aren't ever face to face in person. Let's face it, the only time this guy can bully is over the internet. Yeah, he is an internet bully. Even if it's your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Even if
he's a keyboard bully.
Baby, you got to let, I don't mean to be rude. I love you. You got to let people finish before when you scream loud, it overpowers.
I apologize.
It's okay. He is an internet bully, whether he thinks he is or not, or other people thinks he is or isn't. Yes, it is his business format. It is clocking in and clocking out, but what he does count and qualify as an internet bully. Let's face it, the only time this guy can bully is over the internet. If he was face to face, he'd get smashed like a bug. Oh yeah, there's no way in hell he would do this in real life because yes, I'm not here to promote violence, and I wish harm upon no one. But he would get his ass whooped in real life if he did what he did in real life. That he does out here on YouTube. Oh yeah, great point, D. I can agree with that as well. Says Casey. Baby, final thoughts. Let's wrap this up. We are at 1 hour and 26 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'll just comment here on JT's. You're absolutely right. He is a keyboard bully. He hides behind the keyboard and he will never come out and face somebody face to face. He has zero spine and, zero confidence in himself. He doesn't love himself and he is just a very sad person, I would have been sorry for him based on my compassion for people, but not no more. Not no more. He has proved he is beyond compassion and he just needs to be out of our lives, exterminated. Let's exterminate the cockroach.
Yeah, and Paul's threatening you, JT, saying you're only 3 hours away from me and to show up, and he's gonna rip you in two.
Oh my God! Oh words. Shit! Are you serious? I would love to see
baby,
that.
Listen, baby, we're not here to incite that stuff here. We're here to keep things positive. We're just sharing.
I know, but I'm just saying I would love to see him try to get on JT and whoop his ass. That would be a comedy show.
Okay. Well, again, we're a professional environment here. Yes, we're going to have some fun and sometimes throw in some things that may not sound as professional, but yeah.
I think it's hysterical.
The only reason why I mentioned it, babe, is because it's just another stupid thing that this grown-ass man in his early 50s needs to, say over the internet to make himself feel better and to make his pathetic, miserable life feel better. And here, what's even more funny, Paul, even Drama After Dark and the Lycan guy, they both know how disposable you are. Come on, dude. Come on, Paul. Paul, you doing all this work for free, Paul, right? You being used as a sheep, Paul. I mean, I got to say it, Drama After Dark and Lycan, more power to you. If you're able to convince some moron on the internet to work for you for free, hats off to you. Same thing with Ari. It's the same. Well, seriously, baby, it's the same thing as Ari, right? Right? If people want to donate to her, if the thirsty beta males and simps want to donate to her, that's on them. Paul, if you want to waste your life white knighting for this dude, that's on you.
At least she's getting paid. Paul's not getting shit.
Sorbet Sherbert. Coach, they need to find their comfort food somewhere else and stop eating off your content. It pisses me off. Well, it doesn't bother me. I just laugh at it. Today was a show to discuss this type of behavior, not only amongst their group, but many other groups of people out here on YouTube. Casey says, laughing my ass off. We're not promoting violence, D, but I agree. It'd be fun to watch. Haha. JT says, where did he say that at? On the simulcast in the chat. Towards the bottom of the chat. If you may have to scroll up because I'm sure these people are so triggered over my words and my lady's words that they're talking smack. They're talking smack on someone else's channel that's broadcasting me, right? Right? Because I blocked them from coming here to be able to do it directly to my face. If you guys had something real to say, real constructive to say, I'd let you speak here. But none of that shit's constructive.
Yeah.
I'll meet him, Paul. When and where? Of course, Paul. Honestly, Paul, if you're going to talk a big game, Paul, if you're going to talk a big game and say that you can tear JT in half, right? Then be a man of your words, and meet up with him. I'm not here to promote violence, but here's the thing: if you're going to be this internet tough guy, and then say, I'll beat the whatever out of you in person, then live up to your words. If not, you're just a keyboard warrior.
Exactly, like JT is saying, where do you want to meet?
Right. All right, baby. Final thoughts. We need to wrap this up because I got a lot more content to create. I got a live stream to do from the. From my
that's
walk.
Great. I love it.
And then hold on. And then go ahead.
You asked me for my final thoughts.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I agree with what JT is doing right now. Paul, if you want to meet up with him, I dare you to, because I know JT will break you in two. Absolutely. And so keep talking, Paul. Do what you got to do, but you're going to get it one day.
Yeah, give me a second here. Yeah. JT, I just sent you the link to Paul's simulcast in the Coach Eli moderator group page. And Paul, lead the stream up. I'm not going to flag you, Paul. Paul, be a man and leave the stream publicly available, Paul. And let's see who gets more views, right? Paul, leave your stream publicly available. Stop removing streams. Why are you creating streams you can't keep publicly available, Paul? Or anyone else that rebroadcasts me, why not leave your stuff publicly available? I've told you folks I'm not copyright striking anyone, and I haven't done that, right? JT says, I don't know where Paul's channel is. I can have this live streaming in an hour and a half. You drive my way, Paul, and I'll drive yours. You know what? Kind of sounds like that song by Diamond Rio. I'll start walking your way. You'll start walking mine.
We meet my way.
We meet in the middle, 'neath that old Georgia pine. We gained a lot of ground. Because we what? We both give a little.
We both give a little.
Ain't no road too long.
But I think JT
in the middle.
I think JT is given no more fucks over this.
Of course not. It's been played out. And this is why we did this today, because look, we did a respectful show on this, right? We're not here to attack anyone,
Yeah.
right? We were talking about this in general. And there we go again. I had the perfect example that the simulcast was perfect for this show, baby. Just reading their comments. I'll put in a
Lewis,
place.
you are hysterical.
I'll put in a place in between where you are and where I am. Yeah, Paul. I mean, seriously, Paul, if JT's willing to meet up with you to have a friendly conversation in person and you don't show up, Paul, you're the biggest coward on YouTube. You're a coward, Paul. Paul, you're a freaking coward.
Punani is what I would say.
Let me see here. Hold on a second. Lewis Fuller says, you are trying to say beat the Jesus Christ out of him. Yeah, that's true. Well, he needs some Jesus Christ in him for some soul searching. I'll tell you that.
He needs some Jesus Christ in him.
Autism Mom the Two's in the house. Hey everyone, how you doing? Jackson Black says, ooh, he retracted the message. Don't be a chicken, Paul. Yeah, I mean, Paul, you've got a big mouth behind the keyboard, Paul. You got a big mouth behind the keyboard, right? And why don't you meet up with the guy and have a friendly conversation and settle your differences, respectfully, right? Because I'm sure JT, all you want to do is have a conversation with the guy man to man, right? Right, JT? That's all you want to do, right? All right, baby. I think we've said it all. This show went a lot longer than I thought it would go. We are at 1 hour and 36 minutes. Casey says, pull up, Paul. Pull up or shut up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually have to agree with that line. I have to agree with that. Pull up or shut up. Okay. That's all good. All right, baby. Anything else you want to mention before I put you backstage? And I'm just going to wrap up the show and get ready for my walk in a few hours.
The only thing is I hope they do meet up, and I hope JT gives him a good licking.
Oh, yeah. No. We'll leave that one alone. I'm not about violence.
But it won't happen because Paul's nothing but a punani, and he won't do it.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't even think these guys... first of all, Paul's just talking, running his mouth on the internet. I think JT could really take him in a real fight, but I don't even think JT wants to fight him. JT just wants to see if this guy lives by his word and is man enough to show up and have a friendly one-on-one discussion.
Well, that's what I said.
Right?
Give him a good licking, not a
right.
beating, a licking.
Yeah.
He wants to give him a good talking to, meet me face to face, man to man. We'll talk this shit out.
I mean, dude, do you have a spine in real life, or are you just an internet keyboard warrior on YouTube? I mean, seriously, is that what it is?
I don't think he does, because he's been in that fucking recliner for 40 years.
That's true.
And I think the spine has disintegrated.
It's all good. Paul, leave your stream public. Let's see who gets more views. Well, you know what's going to happen is the other side will buy Paul views.
Bye, Paul.
They're gonna what's gonna happen is they're gonna buy Paul, views just to make it look like he got more views than I did. Paul, do what you gotta do. We're gonna get on out of here, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Lewis says all these trolls need Jesus. Of course they do. They need some soul searching.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Lewis, for being here. I appreciate you.
And baby, thank you for being here as well. Anything else? We're gonna wrap this up.
No, I just want to say, you know what, Paul, I hope you do find Jesus one day, because you are sucked into Satan.
Yeah, dude. And you are sucked so far up somebody's, what, dude, that seriously, man, there are many better things you can do with your time, Paul. Anyway, we tried. All right. Once a chicken, always a chicken, says Jackson Black. Casey, good old coming to Jesus meeting. Yeah, it's a come to Jesus moment is what it is. Come to Jesus moment. Thank you, Casey, for being here. Jackson Black, JT,
Thank
Lewis,
you, Casey, for everything.
And anyone else that was here and everyone else watching behind the scenes. I know there are people that I have blocked here that hate the other side more than they hate me, so they're here watching. This has been one of the most surreal experiences I've ever experienced, man. I'll tell you, or babe, I'll tell you. So, all right, babe, I'm gonna put you backstage. We're gonna wrap this up.
Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you briefly. I'll probably call you, baby, briefly before I head out for my walk. All right, sweetie?
Sounds good. I love you.
Love you too, babe. Thanks again for being on the show. Bye now.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my lady, and we're going to wrap this up, folks. Right now, it is 5:33 Eastern, 5:33 p.m. Eastern, 2:33 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be doing a Walking with Purpose live stream. We're going to say it's going to be at, we're going to say 4:45 Pacific. So 7:45 p.m. Eastern, 4:45 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing a Walking with Purpose stream right here on this same channel, Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. And then I got to get some pre-recorded content going for the main channel. I haven't posted anything on there in over 3 weeks. And it's another monetized channel. I got to get some stuff on there. So with that being said, thanks again, everyone, for being here. Have a great one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.